How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? So, if I look a little tanned, I am. This is my tan complexion right here, and this is my untanned complexion. I need to get some more sun. So I do plan to go out into the sun today. However, I have been actively acne treating, right? And this is the stuff that I have been actively, can you see it? Using on my face. I'm hoping that these words come up straight. I feel like I need to reflect it though. I don't even know how to do that. It says acne. I don't know if it's coming up that way on your end. But this is the color of it. It's almost like I just started using it. It is almost like putting on cover up, honestly. I'm just looking at my reflection of how the camera is giving off. But people. First of all, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the great dads out there. I know you guys exist. I have only seen a few thus far, and maybe I've met others that I just was not aware of the excellent parenting skills. But I want to say hats off. Kudos to all the great dads. If you follow me on any of my other platforms, as far as Instagram or as far as, well, Instagram is the only place I gave a shout out to, but I am going to make my way over to TikTok and give a shout out over there too. Because I do know of, I don't say I know, I'm going to be like, I know of. Let me be politically correct. I know of a great father, and just through observations of how they are with their children. So hats off definitely to the dads out there who are active in their children's lives. So I want to talk a little bit though. I'm gonna unpack a little bit today because I have been a single mom since the age of 26. I was married for 6 years. I did become a mom very, very early. And yeah, so I have experienced a lot of different things. One thing I knew for sure when I decided that I was going to take responsibility for a choice I made by laying down with someone, and the fact that a child was the result, even though I may not have been ready for a child, something in me just knew that this was going to pivot my life in a good direction. So I accepted it. I was already responsible with my health by going, to the doctor for my regular checkup. So it was nothing. I already had a prenatal doctor because they were all in the same network. So all they did was give me some prenatal pills and I just followed up. But there were other circumstances around that situation. The person that I conceived my son with, my firstborn, they did not want me to keep my son. They urged me to get an abortion. And not only did they urge me to get an abortion, my guardian, because I was still a child at the time, my guardian also urged me to get an abortion. And even through the trials and the challenges and what would seem to be setbacks, I am grateful that I followed my own spirit, even though it was a wounded, even though it was young. I mean, my spirit ain't young, but my consciousness in this realm was still pretty much young. Even with all of those things, all of those challenges, I'm happy with the result that I have decided because it has been a wonderful, well, I didn't say wonderful. It is becoming, it is now wonderful. It was some hard shit before, some hard shit. But one of the most best things I could have ever done. And even though the biological dad did not want me to follow through with the decision, because I did, I thought, this is my teenage mind thinking, that because I did, it was still important for them to be in my son's life. So I went over and beyond, people. I went over and beyond. I had to establish boundaries, and I didn't even realize I was establishing boundaries because basically my actions basically said, I am not going to be your light. I'm not going to be your carpet, which means you're not going to walk all over me. However, I do want you to be in your son's life. And I really couldn't articulate that at that point in time. But that's where my intention was. That's where my heart was at. That's what my actions came from, were stemmed from, were motivated by. However, in hindsight, going back, my son is now 25 years old. I was doing too goddamn much. Somebody want to be there. They're gonna make the effort. And initially, and people can change their mind. But if somebody tells you from the get go, no, what I would tell a young lady now, don't overextend yourself. Yes, you can hold them accountable. I recommend you hold them accountable no matter what, because they did lie down with you. So that child is their responsibility, whether they want it to be or not, it is. So hold them accountable. Don't be like, oh, since they don't want to, I'm going to just not. I'm just going to do this by myself. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? So that's my experience. And so because I've had that type of experience with somebody who didn't want the child to come here, because I was married, and I experienced a two-parent home, because I've had those personal experiences, and then I continue to be a mom, and I continue to be a parent, and I'm still parenting, even though he's 25 and he's on his own. I'm still here offering guidance. However, because I've had the opportunity to witness another parent that's not a mom, that's a dad, and do it really, really well, I acknowledge that, and I appreciate that, and I congratulate that, and I clap for that. I clap for that. However, I have what's the word I'm looking for? I have the ability to relate to the women who have never seen that, who have never experienced that, and I get your frustrations. So when they come and they be like, I've been doing this on my own, and they have that, what seems to be very hard, that hardness around them, it's because it's a lot of work. Parenting is a lot of work, just one side. Even with two, it's a lot of work. Like, you still, even in a perfect scenario, loving husband, loving wife, working together, you still need aunties, we still need uncles, we still need grandparents, we still need teachers, we still need police officers, we still need community. Even when there are two healthy parents in the household, we still need community for a successful, happy, healthy environment for the child, right? So, it ain't easy. It ain't easy with the two. So imagine if there's one that's absent. It makes it a lot harder. And imagine if the woman doesn't know that all of these other components are important to have. What if she just feels like, I pushed this baby out, I'm responsible, I gotta do the best that I can. She's stressed. And she may not have any trust. And so there's a lot of different dynamics when there's women that express themselves and say, well, I've been carrying this load, so really, celebrate me on this day too. Really, this is what you should do, That's the reason why. It's not to take away. It is her own personal experience as a parent and her hardships that she may have to heal from. She may have to heal, she may have to grow, but nonetheless, if she has done her best and she hasn't had a partner there supporting her, or she hasn't had a strong community supporting her, she may feel away. And don't say that she's the problem, because she's more than likely doing her very best that she knows how to do. So I get that part. But again, to the men who are there, to the men that are present in their children's lives, to the men who fight for their children's safety, well-being, and all that good stuff. Hats off to y'all. Y'all are MVPs for real, for real, for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. I appreciate y'all. I admire y'all. I'm always people watching when I'm outside these New York streets and when I see dads with their babies. I love it. It makes me smile. It makes me feel good. So I hope all the good dads are having a wonderful, beautiful, amazing day today. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Do 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 do. But I do want to talk some smack a little bit, right? Outside of dadhood. Dating, people. Dating. So I decided I'm gonna start dating, right? Thank you, Avery. I appreciate you. Um, welcome, 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 welcome. Right? I said I was gonna start dating again, right? And it's not a hard thing for me. Like, there's not a shortage of men, And when I say dating, I do mean dating. I don't mean having relations, okay? Because if I just wanted to have relations, that's super easy. Super easy! Super easy! I'm in the hood. Hey, they is everywhere. I'll just be like, Because, I'm not as young as I look. My son is 25. I'm rather seasoned myself. I just, and with this stuff I'm using for my skin, I'm going to look younger and younger and younger. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the love, y'all. Thank you for the love. So, anyway, so here's my thing. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to meet people as in my travels and stuff like that. And depending on the vibe, depending on, what I pick up, Thank you. Thank you, Avery. I'm a see. So I had two potentials, right? One is a little younger, but their mindset is mature. Their mindset is on the entrepreneurial wave, which is important for me because that's how cut it out. 27. I'm gonna see if I can keep the live going until my son get back from the store. He gonna want to get in here, of course. I already know that's how he is. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you, user. What's your name though? Anyway, let me get back. I had two potentials, right? I appreciate that. I had two potentials, right? One potential, it's a little bit of a distance, but it's okay because again, dating, not relations, right? So, because you gotta get to know a person before you take it there, okay? For me, everybody's not the same, but I'm that way. I'm reserved, I'm not out there. I'm like a brand new, I'm born again, for real, for real. Not to get too TMI. Hopefully it's all adults on here, but yeah, I am born again in certain areas. Like a baby, like a baby. Not like a baby, because the hymen is going. But anyway, so I meet an entrepreneur, very nice. I'm intelligent. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now, we didn't meet on that wavelength, but they let me know that they were available. And I also let them know that I am available. And will see how that unfolds because I listened to some of their stuff that kind of was revealing of their mindset periods ago as far as like when they were a little bit younger. But they are like 9 years younger than me. Yeah, they like 9 years younger than me. But they're in their 30s. They are in their 30s. That like nobody under 30. Like under 30, negative. But in your 30s, halfway in your 30s, pretty much, if your mindset, I might entertain and see, So we'll see. But prior to that potential, there was another potential that's probably closer to my age group, but has certain values. Values, I wouldn't say that we don't have those type of values up here. I just would say because of the demographics of living in a huge metropolitan city where there's so many people, so many cultures, so many actions, you have to really have your values like I want to say deep fried because I don't know why deep fried is the word that came to me. But the values have to be anchored. Like they got to be put into your soul, you know? And that's where you operate from. Because otherwise, if you had any type of flimsiness, and I actually had a bit, but my first 10 years I didn't. And so when they talk about childhood development and, how we grow up, how our subconscious is programmed from infancy, like I've experienced it, I live it. You know what I mean? So I know it's not just woo-woo stuff. I know it's really real science that they're talking about. And having stability for the first formative years does give a person foundation. So I'm grateful I had it for the first 10 years. They say the first 7. So I had a little extra. So lucky me. It went haywire after 10, but hey, up until 10 years old, stable, loving, strict, yeah. And a lot of old school values because it was an older lady that was giving me this wisdom. A lot of wisdom was poured into me as a baby. So I can't help but be who I am. So with that being said, I was like, through my interaction, I was like, I might end up with somebody who has similar values. But here's the thing. Having values that go together is great. That's only a part of it though. The minds have to meet, the hearts have to meet, those things have to meet, especially the heart. Hey Dion, hey! Alright, peace out. I see you, Jesus Hamburger. How you doing? Hamburger. Yes, Jesus, I see you. I see you, Jesus. I see you. So those things have to meet, you know what I mean? And you will find out right away whether those things meet. Especially when you know who you are, you will find out right away. So I had not even 3 conversations. Oh, thank you so much. Aw, thank you. I don't know who he is. I never had one. I guess biologically I have one because obviously I did come out of a woman, and I don't think she was artificially inseminated because I don't think she had the money to get artificially inseminated. But who really knows? I don't know. My mom passed away in 2005, so I can't really have this conversation with her. But thank you. I want to say your name correctly. Death Knot. I feel like it's not Death Knot. It's giving me like a Pinot. Like Pinot Noir. You really don't say the T. The T is silent. So that's what you're giving me, Avery. Avery is much better. I can pronounce that more efficiently. But thank you, and happy Father's Day to all the good dads out there. I did do a big up already. I'm going to do another big up to the dads out there. Woo! Go good dads, 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 go good dads. And good parents, period. Good parents, because like I said, there's some, you subbed? What's that? I don't even know what that means. This way you know that I ain't that young. I don't know the language. What the heck you sub? Substitute or something? I don't know. Anyway, so this other person, right? We have one conversation, and it starts off okay. They're being silly. I'm silly, as you can see. And it's like, oh, okay, our silly match. Cool. They got some values similar to my values, or our values match. Cool. We like to eat. Cool. Nice. I just had one conversation with you. Nice. right? So I'm talking on the phone with my family. I get off the phone with them, and my family, I haven't talked with my family for a good couple of weeks. So we catching up. Oh, you subscribe. Oh, thank you. Share it, share it, share it. Oh, I just got really happy for a second. Thank you, Avery. I appreciate you. Mwah! So, I forgot what I was saying. Hold up. another way I tell my age. What was I saying? Just give me a second. All right, yes. So we have this one conversation. So I'm talking with my family. We haven't talked for weeks. I love her. Okay, she is the most brilliant, um, gangster funny bitch I know. Okay, that's it. And when I say bitch, I'm not being derogatory. It's just me expressing myself. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. She's intelligent. And this is my kin of my kin, blood of my blood, right here. So to be able to have the conversations that we have is refreshing because I can't have those conversations with anybody else. My other family members, they're so stuck on their religion that they don't even want to talk to me. They see a crystal, they're like, and I'm like, it's just a crystal. You don't really believe that what you go and you say you believe. Because if you really believe that, this wouldn't bother you. You'd be like, oh, look at that rock. It wouldn't bother you. But the fact that you feel a way, it ain't this. It is me. It is my energy that you feel away because you are stifling your own energy and you've stifled your own energy for so long. The fact that I'm not stifling mine, the fact that I am elevating mine, the fact that I'm regulating mine makes you feel uncomfortable. So you don't want to talk to me and you think that I'm going to lack anything because of that? No. So the other ones I don't have the pleasure of chit-chatting with. I gotta send people to go visit them because they are a bit elderly. So I gotta send people to visit them and check up on them and send third parties and all of that stuff. And that's how I do it with them. For my cousin, we're like 10 years difference. And thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, Suki. Thank you. Now I know what sub means. Ow. All right. So me and her, we on the phone over 2 hours. When I get off the phone with her, it's Saturday. I done worked all week. Okay. And I know today is family day. So I know I don't have like the day completely to myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just relax after I got off the phone with her. It was late anyway. I ate some more good old food that I cooked. And I went to bed. And so now I'm up and I'm about to put y'all all into my personal business. Back in the day, I used to go on to this website called YouPorn. Nowadays, I go on to Twitter. Because like all the social medias, whatever you like is what they're going to send you in your algorithm. And I don't know when Twitter became the new platform for, checking out eggplants or sausages, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's a bunch of them on there. It's a bunch. This is a lot. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm minding my business. I'm just looking like, wow. And I see some things. I'm like, wow. And so I'm like, well, let me rub my little skittle a little bit, right? I'm minding my business, rubbing my skittle. I get a daggone text message, right? Here I'm gonna get into some metaphysics. If you know me, metaphysics is gonna come into the conversation some way or another. And metaphysics just means outside of the physical, right? So outside of the physical, we know that exists. We know everything is not physical. We can feel it, right? You getting some of my energy right now. We ain't next to each other. We could be across the motherfucking oceans. But wherever your thoughts is going is where your attention is going. And wherever your thoughts and your attention is going, that's where your energy is flowing. I know this. And if you didn't know it before, you know it now, right? Don't forget it. You're going to see how this is going to come into a conversation. So I get the text message that somebody's shooting their energy to me because they had to think, they were thinking about me while they was texting me. So, okay, I got it. It was all right. I said, well, shoot. Let me use my imagination. Since they throwing their energy at me, let me use my imagination. So I used my imagination a little bit. And I was like, okay. And it was an ebb and flow. It was an ebb and flow. They threw some energy at me. I threw some energy at them. Even though I wasn't texting right back. Because boundaries, baby, boundaries. I know who and what I am. But I'm not going to just put it all out there right away. You're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to look. You're going to have to observe. You're going to have to study. Okay? Okay? You're going to have to learn, baby. Okay. So, with that being said, even though I'm having fun, you know, with the energy ebb and flow, it's just fun. You know, I don't have to get physical. Wow. Let's get mental. Let's get freaky mental. Without no words, without no text, with just our energy. Let's do that. Okay, it flows, it ebbs, it flows. Okay, all right. We shall see. We shall see how it continues. So I go back to sleep. I wake up, I do my spiritual stuff, my spiritual practices. After I do my spiritual practices, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like getting out of bed yet. And after I do my spiritual practices, I'm like, let me check and see where my son is, because he likes to be crack of dawn, knocking at my door at 9 o'clock in the morning on family day. And I'll be like, can't wait until 12? What time is it now? It's 1:50. He's been here already. He's at the store right now. At the supermarket. He's going to come back while we're doing this live. I want to hurry to get this stuff out before he do come back. So anyway, yeah, so I get up this morning, I see where my son is at. He's a couple of hours away, so I got some time to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna take this time to myself. Instead of getting up like I should have been doing, probably straighten up a little bit, I was like, you know what, I was like, right here, because I know I gotta go outside tomorrow, and I want to go outside today, but it be the people. I'll be, you know, sometimes they don't bother me. I just notice everything, and I feel all of their energy. So sometimes I just like to be in my own energy, you know? Anyway, so I text the brother that was a perspective, and you know, just to let him know, you know, hey, don't take this personal or anything like that, you know, whatever, you know. Here you go. Have a good day. Happy Father's Day too. And so then he calls me. So I pick up, you know, even though I was in my own moment, I pick up. We having a conversation. He is trying to tell me how he felt because I didn't answer him yesterday. And I'm just like, we only have one conversation, sir. This is only our second conversation. So I'm glad you're sharing your feelings. That's a good thing, you know. However, you gotta earn those things. You don't just because you know the principles. I know the principles too, sir. But I don't expect that right away. You shouldn't expect that right away. Why would you expect that right? I don't know nothing about you at all. I know a little bit. We've had one conversation. It's gonna take more than one conversation. Just saying. And I'm being me. And I know that I'm too much for some people because I've heard it. I've heard it several times. You're doing too much. And I'll be like, I ain't even doing nothing at all. My own relatives, my own auntie one time told me, you're yelling at me. And I was talking just like this, how I'm talking right now. And I was like, I'm not yelling, auntie. I'm just letting you know how I feel. Yo, you are. You're screaming at me. And then I had to say, this is screaming, okay? There's a big difference. Yes, I have an articulate voice, but this isn't raised. see the difference? I was not screaming. She didn't like that. I don't think we've had a conversation since then. But again, I did. I did call and say, listen, I wasn't trying to offend you, but like, you can't. And I know people do this. People push their perceptions onto others, especially if they feel like they know more than the other person knows, right? But you have to really, a wise person is going to observe more. So, yeah, I say, Auntie, you think, oh, this person's known me my whole life. No, they have not been around my whole life. They were around me, I could count on one hand, as many times they were around me as a child. And then the next time they were around me, I was already married with a family of my own. And that was brief. And then the next time they were around me was after I stepped up and took responsibility for their siblings' final business. So, all they know is I'm generous, I'm loving, but me being generous and me being loving does not mean that I have stifled myself to fit into a box. I have done the opposite of stifling myself. I have healed. There are still parts I'm pretty sure that needs some healing, but I pay attention to me. I'm evaluating myself. I am working on myself constant basis. So yes, I'm not going to stifle myself. And I know because I'm not talking like this, it's because I don't feel like this. I don't feel small. I don't feel afraid. I feel confident. I feel gorgeous. I feel bold. I feel beautiful. So I'm going to reflect that. And even if it's a discussion that I don't agree with, you're still going to get bold and beautiful. You're not going to get, no. That's not what you're going to get. Don't expect that. Because that's not what I'm giving. At all. It's gonna be always bold and beautiful. Sometimes it's gonna be silent, because you could be silent and bold and beautiful too. But the brother was saying things and he was misperceiving me. So he was like, calm down, calm down. And I was laughing the whole time. I was like, I am calm, sir. What are you talking about? You sound like you on 100. I'm definitely at 10. This is definitely not 100 of me. But if my 10 is 100 to you, okay, time to back up. time to reevaluate. Time to get out of here. Before I could be out of there. He hung up the phone on me. You hung up the phone in our second cover. Okay. All right. Well, you have just eliminated yourself from the roster, from the potentials. I mean, the second conversation, you hung up the phone on me? Oh, you don't got no patience, sir. And yeah, we good. I wish you the best. I think everybody deserves to have what they want. And I am definitely mature enough to recognize if it don't match with me, it's alright. Listen, it ain't no beef, it ain't no hate. It's gonna be love because that's who I am. However, the boundaries are there. And go on, be free. Find what you want, baby, because I know I'm finding what I want. Everything else is coming. Everything else I have. I am manifesting. I am focused. I am giving gifts daily. Okay, daily. So I'm good. I am good, and I am happy, and I'm appreciative. And you gonna see when this young man comes back up in here. You're going to see some of my hardest, best work. And I ain't even going to tell him. I'm just going to be like, I'm on live, I'm going to say something to the people. And he going to come and say whatever he feels. Because That's where he is, and that's I had to learn, like through my own practices. I had to learn, I had to learn how to let go, how this thing called spirit really works. It is not a game. It is not to be played with. And the more you know, the more responsibility you have. And the more responsibility you have, that means for you are learning stuff to apply to you. I don't play with none of that other stuff. None of that other stuff. No, I'm good. I want to honor what's sacred. I want to honor these other energies that I may not see, but I know that they are there supporting, taking care of, covering, protecting, not just me, but also all of my loved ones. Yeah, I don't play. I don't play around with that stuff. If I get upset and I feel away, guess who I'm looking at? Me. Why do you feel this way? Why you respond this way? And if I ask those simple questions, the answer's gonna come to me too. Just that quick. Just as quick as I ask it, just as quick as I'm gonna get the solution. Oh, I need to grow here. I need to get better here. Yeah. And sometimes, getting angry, because I did get angry the other day and block somebody that I care about, that I've blocked a lot of times before. But I had to, because I'm like, you just playing games, even though they're not really playing games. I don't want to talk so much about it, but the point is like, we're gonna have any type of relating, platonic, professional. It's an ebb and flow. I give, you give. I take, you take. It's not I give. That's not healthy. If I give, what I got for me? I got nothing for me. I can't give you what I don't have. Then I give. And now I need. And it really ain't your responsibility to. It's if you want to. We're not in nothing committed. We haven't agreed to anything. So if you're not, then I need to back up. Because guess who I got to give to? Guess who I must give to every day? Guess who I must make sure it's okay? Guess who I must keep full? Me. And I think if everybody had that type of attitude, there would be so many more healthy relationships, because we would not be looking for somebody to fill a void. We wouldn't have a void. We would come together as full, healthy people. And that is how I am proclaiming my next union to be. And I don't even know whether it's going to be with a he or a she at this moment, okay? And I'm just going to put that out there because just biologically, and this ain't taken from you, I love you. If y'all don't understand how I love and honor men, especially men that are healthy, masculine men, I love you all. I love everybody. But healthy, masculine men, we can feel y'all. We don't even have to know y'all. We could just be outside and be near a healthy, masculine man and feel safe. It's a vibration. It's a vibration where you don't feel like you have to do anything but be yourself, because they're healthy. They're a healthy masculine. They don't want you to change. They don't want you to be nothing. They are confident and happy and healthy within themselves, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So, I just want to put that out there. However, biologically, unless a man has trained himself to do this, because I believe you can train your physical body to do anything, but naturally, biologically, they're not operating with both sides of their brain at the same time. And one side of the brain rules emotions, and the other side of the brain rules logic. And if a man is operating in his emotional side, he ain't gonna make no sense at all. And we as women, when we know this, we're supposed to grant them grace in that area. However, it's a thin line of granting grace and subjecting yourself to something that you don't tolerate, something that's unacceptable. You grant grace to who you choose to grant grace to. So in this instant, I was like, oh, nope. Even though now I could be like, oh, he was just being emotional. It's okay. If you was being emotional, what you gonna do when you get emotional? I don't even want to know. 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 Kudos. So that's why I sometimes play with the idea because I want somebody who could be both simultaneously. I don't want to have to remind myself in the moment, oh, they're not being logical because they only naturally use one side of their brain at a time. Who wants to do that shit? Not me. It's one thing afterwards, and then now I'm looking at, okay, well, what exactly did you do? Oh, well, no. So we'll see. I'm in no rush. I'm loving life. I am more concerned with being my whole self, and I'm looking up because I'm on my tablet right now, and the way my tablet is, that's what I got on my lips. That's why my lips look the color they do. That's not their natural color. I know, eating something too. Oh, in this camera, right? I love eating something. Add garlic. I was trying to stay going and engage with you guys until my son comes. If you want to know what the relaxing tunes you hear in the back, it's my phone that has a 432 hertz sound frequency playing. So that's what you hear in the background. So that could just kind of like engage you all. I'm gonna step away because my stomach is going raw. And put something in this microwave. Decide whether I'm gonna go outside. If I go outside, I'm gonna have to put on more clothes. I just want to get the sun on, and I just want to go up, take a ride with my son, and be out in nature and have some good, wholesome family time. But I'm gonna come out here and say hey because I know I haven't been here in a while, and it's gonna be a lot of things are rapidly changing for the better in my life, people. So creating a schedule for this is a bit of a challenge because there's so many rapid good changes that are happening in my life. But with that being said, I'm always available to encourage and to uplift. So just go through my stuff, watch it all. It's like 200 videos up here. And garlic is powerful, people. Powerful. I'm gonna see more on that. I made some delicious. When I say delicious, some delicious, delicious. Rice. Not gonna qualify as a dirty rice. Cause I put a whole bunch of American Southern skills in the kitchen. I also got some Hispanic skills in the kitchen, like when I was around them and watching and observing how they did stuff. So the girl could cook. Oh, I'm playing. Y'all can tell that already, though, right? I can tell. I can tell. Y'all tell I can cook. Y'all tell. Did y'all tell I can cook? I can cook. Alright, I'm gonna put this on the plate so that I can clean that pot. And I'm doing some potatoes again. Now I do take shortcuts. Don't get it twisted. I take shortcuts now. Because typically, this is a bad day, I don't know what. Typically, when I make sweet potato pie, I get the potatoes that's already cooked. That's enough of those. What you got me? Look what you got me, people. It's got me some toilet paper. You got me 2 rolls. Gotta love it. You got me some vanilla. Woohoo! And he got that.
You thought it was like a bag of chips or something like that.
I definitely thought it was a bag of chips. But Walmart will bring my chips and dip later. And he got these good old
How you doing, world? Eggs on a spin. What's this live on?
It's on YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. This is Nikita Black. This is Talent Savant.
The camera's here.
Have a graceful day. Peace and love. May God be with you. Please eat that up for me. Please eat that up for me. I was so hungry. I spent my last cash on a bag of cheese mix.
This rice came out like Southern and Spanish together, because it got the bottom, the crunchy part at the bottom. Like, I like the crunchy part.
It is kind of warm for this. I felt the warmness when I on my way there. I definitely felt it working up the hill.
I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
It's very warm. I'm gonna take into consideration what you said.
the bottom is still on if you don't let the world get it. I mean, you can. I just want to be like,
When that show up, they want to keep it on wraps. Unless I'm purposely trying something like that. It's not funny.
I mean, I think the same stuff is alright. It'd be when you be butt ass, not butt ass, but you should be shirts and be off. I'll be in a coffee shop waiting to meet him, and I'm like, my son is coming. He's coming. And he comes through the door with his whole shirt off, like, yeah. Call me Dwayne Johnson #2. I'm like, oh my God. Why is he making? You know he's about to come back in front of the camera, people. He's gonna show his muscle off.
Works out, right? Thank you, God and guys, for the food and nutrients. We got about those seeds, let it be nourished inside our minds, our bodies, our souls, and our spirits. Let it come out and be good for our shade, so it is.
You don't feel like it was frozen either. Is that hot outside? You shit is already melted.
What? Food bag? I mean, you can make it, you can dance it, right?
I can't make nothing but potato paper.
I mean, you put it back in the freezer. Now, my thing is, look, you see how that's the deep crust? If the deep crust is that deep, imagine how undeep the regular crust was. I can tell from the outside, I'm like, oh yeah, we need the deep crust. It was like this, look. It's got sausages in it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm All right, girl. Well, it was cool chit chatting with you as I waited for my son to come back from the store. Happy Father's Day again. Thank you to all my new subscribers. And just hang in there, people. Hang in there. I appreciate y'all all.